please, as you join. Yeah, please hit the share button as you come in. Yeah, Mami Nicole, please hit the share button. I think this emergency, I've not even turned off so many things. I just hope nobody will disturb. This emergency broadcast is to clear out what is happening in Bui. I think there are lots of hidden stories. There is a cover-up in the house. I have decided not to talk in the house, but to make it public, because it seems as if much has been spoken in the house, but people want to take things for granted while others are dying on ground zero. So I want to take it outside for the people to react. I think there need to be a serious shake-up in the National Self-Defense Council over what is happening in Bui. So for how long are we going to keep things like this? For how long are we going to see our own dying, on daily basis? So please hit the share button. Hit the share button. When we get a number, when we get a particular number, it's a critical, it's something that I need people to get it. It's a very serious information. And I always tell you, when whatever I say, I will be challenging the Bui County to come out with a disclaimer. Anything I'm saying did not happen or it's a lie. Let them come out with an official disclaimer. I'm an activist, I get information, and the people have to get this information. So please hit the share button. Share. I see some of Ambazonians who are still carrying the slave mentality. They are going out to march for Black Lives Matter, marching for George. May his soul rest in peace. It's not bad. Let them go and march. But if you cannot quench your own fire in the house, you want to quench the fire of a neighbor. Does that make any sense? Doesn't make any sense. If you don't have the guts to stand for your own people, to go out and march for your own people, what is the value of you going out to march for humanity when you cannot march for your own? Begin by marching for your own. Begin by demonstrating for your own. Not again. Not. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How I wish the world could have come out after the Nkabu incident. How I wish the world could have come out. How I wish there would have been an international outcry that 13 children, 13 little kids were burned. I would say they were roasted alive. Never meant anything to anybody. It was just a normal killing, part of the normal routine. I think 2 pregnant women and a host of others. And there are even some Ambazonians who could not even write recipe. They could not even talk about it. Ambazonians. It never meant anything for them. We saw the pictures, we saw videos. None of them never even wrote rest in peace. Talk less of putting the picture out. No, none of them did it. I don't want me, because I want to go back to my country. So I don't want to put anything that I'll go there tomorrow. They say I am sharing. Even for human life, if you cannot stand up for human life, what will you want to stand up for? So please click the share button. I get a particular number. If I don't get that, I know it's a little bit late in Europe, back home. If I don't get that number, then I don't think I'll carry this. I'll carry it to my Tuesday program. So please click the share button. If I had written that I'm talking about somebody, this platform would have been full by now. This platform would have been something else. Because what I've come to realize in the revolution is only gossip. We like gossip. At one point, we'll call it, I don't know how I can term it again. We want only things that people that gossip. And this one is talking about this one is talking, we want to listen. Please click the share button. We know at one point in this revolution, there are certain things that we need to clarify, we need to talk about, we need to wage, we need to analyze. There are some things, there are some lies that we need to debunk, but debunking it maturely is what is lacking in the revolution. We have lost some senses, some signs of, some level of maturity. And we don't know how to respond again. That is why sometimes I choose my word. I don't talk to people anyhow. I don't call names. I don't talk to you anyhow. And when I want to address you using a particular word, I don't change it. I stand by it. And I'll say it today, tomorrow. I always say that. I don't mix my words. I don't mix my word. What I'm trying as an activist to do is to give credible information and to help to build our people for better, build you to motivate every reason why you have to be part of this, why you have to support, why you have to assist the interim government, why you have to work with your LGA, why you have to be part of your county. Those are the things that we are supposed to be doing as activists. And another trend that is going on is there's a lot of, we discredit our own too much. We discredit our own. And when I ask this question, when they leave us, what next? I'm not happy with Prince Jacob. I'm not happy with Ponilo. I'm not happy with A. I'm not happy with B. I'm not happy with C. At the end, you are not happy with none of them. If all of them, said, okay, you are not happy with us, we will leave it. Okay, you guys continue. If activists, if we leave it, we can never be like you. I said last time that we are just like referees. Two people collide, but you have got just 1 second to blow that whistle and to take a decision. We are human. You don't expect us to be what you want. You don't expect us. We have, for example, you have 1,000 viewers. You have 500 viewers. You cannot leave the 500. Your own. George. In the course of it, sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes the way we approach it is, we are human too. So you must accept our countenance. You must accept our personality. There are so many things in us that you must learn to accept. If not so, it will never go. It will never go. So please, I've come to realize that it's like most of us in the interim government, we have decided to destroy our own. We have decided to destroy our own. But I want to ask you, we all have our roles. You have your role, I have my role. If at the end of the day, there is no Prince Jacob, if at the end of the day, there is no Ponilo, we will continue in our own small way. Then what next? What next? There is a lot of hate There's a lot of hate towards our personality, which is not good for the struggle, which is not good for us. What we expect from you people is build us, accept us sometimes. We will make mistakes, but you have to build us internally. Just imagine if I were your brother, if I were your son, if I were your child, living with you in the same house. I make mistakes every day. Will you send me away? Will you say, okay, I have corrected you 50 times and you don't want to hear, so pack and leave my house? No, you will not. You will not. You only keep persisting. You'll be trying every day that, no, let's see. One day I think he will be better. He will change. We know, some of you will say, due to past experience, this person has done this before, this one had done this before. No, you can never take another man's, you can never punish me for another man's crime. No, that is not good. You can never punish me for another man's crime. No. So please, I'm making a special appeal to all of you watching me who are part of the interim government. We build, we don't destroy. We learn to build our own. You don't just hear something about somebody. You put your own judgment, you tack your own nail, and you say, it's over. I don't want to listen to him again. I don't want to hear from him again. If you don't want to listen from him again, you don't want to hear from him again, who do you want to learn to? You want to hear from who now? At the end of the day, you will not even know when you will leave. So no matter what we do, please, we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We will never be perfect until we get to Boya. We will never be perfect. So please, this hate should stop. We have decided, we have sacrificed, just like you have sacrificed. See, some people say, I will never do this again. I will never. And so what? When you don't do it, who is suffering? We are all joining. We all combine. We all stand together to suffer ground zero. That is all endpoint in threat. So please, for those in the house who spend all of their time making audio against their own, what do you think you are doing? What? Since I started, I think I've just made just one audio. I did not mention any name. That is the one audio because my integrity and my personality was touched. So I had to make that audio. I think the first audio that Prince J. Khan made was today, talking about trying to address an issue with it is very simple. If you don't understand me, why can't you just sit quietly? Forget about me. Do what you're supposed to do. Why must you make audio upon audio upon audio upon audio, write all type of messages? Look, all our messages against La Republique have not even started. The ones against La Republique. But we spend our own time writing against our own. Come on. Plantain way go ripe, go ripe. Banana way go ripe, go ripe. You put them for both sides, it go ripe. The one way go spoil for this struggle, go spoil. No matter what you say. There are some people who will be proud tomorrow when they hear say, Paul don't finally, he don't change side. We'll be there when I know. We'll be there when I say go change side. We don't there when I say I infiltrate on them. And how does that profit the revolution? When your prophecy of doom come to pass, how does it help the revolution? Yannick has gone. Are we happy? There are some who sit and say, yes, I don't tell when I say Yannick will go. Yes. And so what? Yannick has gone. So what? What next? Fellow Ambazonians, please let us build the audience. I'll get at least 200 people. I know it's a little bit late in Europe, and I need 200 people before I start my discussion. So please share. What I'm saying, I don't want something that I'll come back to. No, I will not repeat. So please hit the share button. Hit the share button. I need at least 200. If I don't get 200 people, I'll forward it to my Tuesday show. I'm not in a haste to give this information. It will save life, but I just pray no life is touched. Because there is a lot going on in Bui. There is a lot. And there are some in the interim government in the house. They are covering so many things inside the interim government. The National Self-Defense Council, they are covering so many things. The problem of Bui is coming from inside Bui. The Bui Council. It's not from outside. It's not from outside. The problem is coming from inside, which we need to sort it out. I need to give you this information for you to write. Voice that let there be adjustment in at the level of the self Bui. We keep killing us, hitting our head morning, afternoon, evening. The problem is in the house. It's not outside. It's not outside. The problem is not outside. So we need to sort it out. I need to explain to you what I know. Like I said, come out. Whatever I say here, let the Bui County, if it's a lie, you write a disclaimer letter and tell what Paul said is a lie. I don't have much. You know it. So like I was saying, we depend on you as much as you depend on us. So please, I want to advise, stop making unnecessary audios about your own people. Stop rejecting us the way you are rejecting us. Now, how do you think we are going to grow? This is a teamwork, one for all for one. Let me explain. The other day you guys had an audio. You guys had a lot of audios about me. Let me show you guys what happened. Let me show why my name came up. You are working with Mark Barata. You are not working with Mark Barata. You are doing this. Let me show you people something. Look at this. Look at this. This is this picture. This is this forum. Okay, this is Amba Focus Forum. This is Amba Focus Forum. Somebody forwarded this picture inside this forum. And I asked here, this is it, Paul Nilo, what is the meaning of this? Somebody forwarded just this picture inside this forum. And I asked, what is the meaning of this? That is all. That is all, fellow Ambazonians. The moment I asked, what is the meaning of this? Within 10 minutes, you made an audio for 20 minutes talking about me working with Mark Barata. You, this and that. Before I could realize, Sama made his own audio of 8 minutes, just send the whole thing out. To be candid, I have not listened I have not listened to all of these audios. I have not listened to them. I just got part, just as I heard my name, disastrous. Ambazonia Bobo came, got in the same lie. They have not, he does not even know what is going on. He does not even know. Came with another audio, 15 minutes, I did not respond. 7 minutes, I did not respond. What the hell? What have I done? Because I asked a simple question. That is all. Before you hear all the, he's working with Mark Barata. Mark Barata, I'm no longer a member of SCAF. Mark Barata has my number. Who does not have my number? I want to ask, who does not have my number? My number is a public number. Everybody has my number. And if somebody texts me, I text somebody, a crime in that. I mean, that was all. That this thing came. You hear that. That is why all of them will make audio and nobody will tell you, but what is he doing with Mark Barata? Can you show us a proof? Is it an audio or a video or whatsoever, a screenshot of him talking with Mark Barata? Nobody got that. It's just the simple question, just the simple question that I asked here on this forum. What is the meaning of this? That is all. And I will repeat now. I said it yesterday, today, tomorrow, I will never respond to non-entity. I use the word non-entity. I will never respond to any. When you play with the integrity of somebody, I have been struggling. I've built my integrity in this revolution. When I started with unraveling my trip to Boya, those who stole all the nobody, they were not there. I didn't hear their voice. So please, anybody who tampers with my integrity, I don't joke with that. I'll call you any name, and I will never regret it if you joke with my integrity. So please, I don't make audios and talk against people. I don't make audio to I don't know how to tarnish people, no matter what you do. Those who are saying you are communicating with Mark Barata, they communicate with nearly everybody. All those in the opposite camp, they communicate with them. Have I ever opened my mouth and asked them why are you still communicating with these people? So please, fellow Ambazonians, I just want to crave your indulgence that we need to work as a team. You need to accept me as much as I will accept you. That is it. Please hit the share button. Hit the share button. We are at 170. Please hit the share button. I need at least 200. I need at least 200. I cannot pick this call now. I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about the situation. What is happening in Bui. That is what I'm here to talk about. So please, hit the share button. We get a number, we get 200, we start. I know I was supposed to be 9. I was supposed to be on at 9:30 Amba time, but because I was waiting on ABC with them. I was waiting on country routes to finish for me to start. So I wish to talk about what is happening in Manu. The small distraction that is going on in Manu. The small distraction that is going on in Manu. What you see those evil people are doing. Please, when you see two people fighting, and you tell one, if you touch this other man, this thing will harm you. That's where you have a problem. Just because you are already biased, you will suffer. Just because you are already biased, you will do what? You will suffer. If you did that not independent, out of your own will, you were pushed by another person to do it, to favor that person, the implication is just too much. It's African tradition. The implication is too much. And then there's another old day that we see. There's a lot of United Nations Cameroon. We are getting a lot of documents on social media about the United Cameroon or United World Cameroon. I don't get it. But please, that thing is not authentic. That is it United Nations Cameroon or United Nations World to carve out territories from Nigeria and Cameroon? Please, that thing is completely fake. That thing is completely fake. Don't just even put in in short, it does not even concern us. It doesn't concern us. Sorry for this. There's somebody. Please hit the share button. In this revolution, we need respect. We need to respect one another. I've said it. Nobody is a discipline master. Nobody has been made a discipline master. Nobody. They must not listen to. I must not talk the way you want. I must not think the way you want. I have my own brain. I have my own and reasoning of things. I must live my life. You will not control me who to talk to and who not to talk to. No. It doesn't work that way. We need to respect one another. We need to respect one another. There is no respect again for some people. When this man raises, no, this one is this one. It's not good. It's not good. This man is talking against this one. This one is talking against. If we would have spent all, that is the distraction I've been telling people. We will not spend all our time just talking against one another. No. No. A revolution with no respect. Any small, you just get up from sleep and if you did not sleep well last night, you get up and an activist said something, you bash the activist. No. I'm not here to talk about award, Mezam award. If you watch, we are from ABC. The chair lady for Mezam was there. I'm here to talk about Bui. I'm not here to talk. If you are here for Mezam, please then you can sign out. I'm here to talk about Bui. So please, that is it. We need to respect one another. There's a lot. Sometimes I used to sit and I ask, have you guys ever heard that is activists from the. Have you ever heard one of theirs making an audio condemning them? No. They keep all their things within them. They keep everything that they have within. No matter what their activists do, you will never hear them go out to make audios to abuse their activists. You will never hear them. It is only among us, all of us who are pro IG, who support us, you will hear, they will audio telling you this activist is like this one is like this. If you see a wayward son that is going out, instead of you bringing that son back, you better let's kick him out. And after all, if he goes, are we happy putting people under the bus? We don't put him under the bus. If he joke, we'll put him under the bus. And so, when he goes under the bus, will you take his place? No, you will not. You will remain who you are. There should be mutual respect, simple mutual respect. It's not there again in this revolution. No. It must be me. The way I want, the way I think, the way I talk, it must only be me. Some people even want to control how you will make sentences. When you make one sentence A, you are still talking. They are making analysis on Facebook. You are still talking. You have not even finished. They are already making analysis. This one. No. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Not that I'm on live, I'm talking, I'm not even true. Sometimes I can give a message. I say something. Wait, let me explain. At the end of the day, if you don't get the explanation, if it does not flow, you can make your analysis. But not that I'm still there talking. You have not even heard the conclusion of the story. You are already there writing. It is too poor. We need to respect one another. We need to respect. As much as we respect your view, we strive to do what? To live the way to fall under what you people want to hear. But sometimes we will go, we want to give our own view. We too have the right to give our own view on certain issues. There are informations that we might want to give, but the way we will give it, you will not understand. You will misinterpret. We have 10 different, it's like if I give you John 3:16, for God so loved the world. Let 5 preachers preach that particular verse. They will preach it differently. They will give you 5 different interpretations. That is how this revolution is. And you must respect the interpretation of these 5 different preachers. If not so, nothing will move. If not, nothing would move. So please, what I'm appealing is that learn to respect. Even if we do foolish things, learn to respect and know that guide us jealously and bring us back in the house. And bring us back in the house. Some people are behaving as if they have gone to school. They went to school for revolution. Nobody is being paid. What we are doing, nobody is being paid. You listening to me now, I'm not paying you. You are not paying me to talk. You are not paying me to go out. It's my own part of the struggle. It's my own duty. It's my own mandate. It's what God wants me to you people. To enlighten, to empower. That is my own. Somebody will just come out from nowhere with a story that I don't understand. You form a story and you tell me, you make audios about me for no good reason. They say the proof. How can you frame somebody without giving proof? Anyhow, let me begin with this Bui. I needed to have at least 200. You say stop communicating with demons of the revolution because that is double standard. These are the type of things that you make talk to you carelessly. I wish you had a name that I could address you with. Then I will address you. Why don't you come and take my phone and communicate and be using it like Paul Nilong and communicate so that you will not communicate with demons? When you make comments and somebody goes mad, that's how tomorrow you say Paul is rude, Paul is not respecting people. You should come and take my phone, collect my phone and use. Now with this Bui, there is something going on in Bui which the national security is hiding. Let me begin first with how ADF scam Bui of $10,000. Bui has a new chairman, the former chairman. What happened? He received a call from Nigeria. I will not call names, please. Bear me witness, I will not call names. I will not call names. The necessary names, I will, but the ones that we don't need to hear, especially the names from the interim government, I will not call all the office. No name from the interim government I will call. The chairman for Bui received a call from Ground 1 that they have caught 13 ADF members, fighters, and they have confiscated their weapons. They have confiscated their materials. That they have been arrested by a police, the Nigerian security. So they are still waiting for Efang to leave ground 0 to ground 1. So what they want now to do is, this guy is he claims he does not, he is not from ADF. That is his claim, but he says the Nigerian security have arrested some ADF members with their materials. So they were asking that they should pay $10,000 to release these materials. So that they will transfer these materials now to the Bui County people. So they said, immediately they knocked at the door of the interim government. I said, I will not, for the interim government, the doors they knock, I will not mention. They knocked the doors of the interim government, asking for the Bui chairman and the defense. They knocked the door of the interim government, asking for $10,000 so that they could. They explained that this is what has happened. They explained to the person they called in the interim government that they needed that 10,000 so that they'll take over the materials. But you know, something was not tying, something was not right somewhere. So the interim government, the person they called said, okay, you need 10,000. So what is our own stake now in this material? This is where the problem came in here now. When he asked, but what is our own stake in the materials? He says, okay, we'll give you, for each stick, we'll give you 3,000. Somebody down there has collected materials from somebody. And that person has given, you are asking for 10,000. I give you the 10,000. And you are telling me that, okay, if we have 13 sticks or 10 sticks, I will buy one for 3,000. But I'm the one who have given you the 10,000 to collect all the sticks. So there was a problem. That is where the first problem started. So if I give you the 10,000, you collect the 13 sticks or the 10 sticks, then you will sell me one of these sticks now for 3,000. We cannot do this. And by the way, there was something not right about this deal. So, I said no. The interim government said we are backing out of it. We cannot engage in this issue. We cannot engage in this issue. So the Bui County themselves, they went to their gathering. They raised money. And there are some members of the who occupy good position in the interim government, who donated good sum of money, thinking they have gotten the real catch, that finally they have what they wanted. To the best of my knowledge, I think they raised up to $8,000. And they did what? They forwarded the money and it ended like that. It ended like that. That was why this man had to resign. The then chairman, I think Mr. Shwe, had to resign. He had to resign. That was the last straw that destroyed his chairmanship. That money ended like that. So Ambazonians, at the end of the day, the plot, it was a plot from ADF. It was a plot from ADF, within the ADF rank, to set things up like that. And when the money was forwarded, the case closed. Up to today, no weapon, no money refund. Bui County has lost that amount like that. So if what I'm saying is a lie, Bui County, please, you come out with an official document that you disclaim what I'm saying. That is a lie. I go back to the most critical of it now, which is, who is responsible for all the deaths in Bui? This story is not long, it's very short. Who is responsible? Bui structure has a problem because Chacha cannot die in the same setup. Manor follow suit, the same setup, the same similar scenario. The problem of Bui is not out of Bui, it's inside Bui. Who is controlling Bui? We are talking of institution. And this institution, we cannot allow individuals to overshadow the institution. That is what is happening in Bui. The Defense Council in Bui is a one-man show. I talk with the defense chair. I talk with him, we update, he gives me information, I give him information, we update. But when I got into the cock of the matter, because when I start doing my investigation, please, I go to all places, I ask, I knock doors, I open doors, and I tell people, just tell me what is happening, because we cannot keep on going like this. The Bui Council chair, the Bui defense chair is the person who is responsible, who takes all the responsibility of what is going on in Bui. I want to make Ambazonians understand, because he is cohabiting, he is keeping ADF and the Bui warriors at the same time. He does not want anybody. He says, I don't want this man to touch this. They are brothers, they are Bui. I don't want A to touch B. No, they are brothers. We cannot do them anything. Thereby causing a lot of infiltration from the Bui, from the ADF camp into the Bui warriors. Because he thinks they are brothers. That is why there is a lot of leakage. And the National Self-Defense Council is quiet about it. Ask him in one high security meeting. He was asked, what is your modality of operation? How do you intend to operate? He says, power, he wants power to be, he takes it from he says, bottom to top approach. How can you in the military wants to take bottom to top approach? It is not possible. It is very, very dangerous. You cannot be defense chief for the Bui warriors. You know how aggressive ADF is, how they have planned to do what? To kill, to destroy Bui warriors. And at the same time, you are still working. As chairman as Defense Council for Bui, you are still working, you are still sympathetic, you are still keeping ADF that is promising, even after the death of Chacha, you are still keeping them. You say, no, they are brothers, let them work together. No. The Defense Council for Bui is a one-man affair, which makes it very, very dangerous. So we are hitting our head up, down, north, south, east, west, south. The problem, the demise of Bui warrior is the defense chair. I will not mention this name. Is the defense chair, because he has decided it's a good intention. Yes, let us keep, they are brothers. But if one brother is abusing the other time and again, what do you expect? You cannot be biting and blowing every day. You bite, you blow. You bite, you blow every day. It is the same thing that happened. The information that leaked out of the materials that was coming in is because of it. While we are crying, they have to take down. He cries with us down there. They have to take down ADF. But on the ground, because he talks with these boys. This is what the defense council must not accept. If we have agreed that we are working on institution, then one person should not overshadow, should not override everything. So please stop blaming whosoever. The main problem in Bui, causing all this problem, is the defense chair for Bui. Because it's a one-man show. There's no defense council in Bui. It's a one-man show. It's a one-man show. Look what I am saying. What I am saying. Come out with your disclaimer if you think I am lying. Come out. That is, I said I'm not calling names. But come out with your disclaimer. So I am calling on the silence of the National Self-Defense Council. They are aware of this thing. They are aware of his modus operandi. That is why, after the last high security meeting, he used to occupy the position of the Joint Chief of Staff. But he was replaced. He was transferred to the presidential security. Fellow Ambazonians, please, if somebody is not competent, if somebody is not competent to handle a particular post, they don't pay you. It's not by force. Withdraw and let somebody who is competent enough work. Continue. Than that we sit every day. Chacha died. Okay, I want to come to this story. 2 days before Chacha died, he was informed. They told him. Another high personality in the interim government told him that as you are behaving like that, Chacha will die. Just like I said on Wednesday, I made an audio the other 2 weeks Wednesday, or three weeks ago. I made an audio. When after talking with Bear, I made an audio. I sent that audio to the National Self-Defense Council that if anything will happen to General Sam of Ekumbe, Bear be held responsible. And behold, what happened? On Saturday, Sam was killed on Saturday early in the morning. That is the same thing that happened 2 days before Chacha would die. He was told that, please, be careful, change up. Chacha would die. And it happened just like that. Why is it that sometimes you always advise these people that you see impending danger? I want to go back to this case in sometimes you see, you talk to these people, some of them don't even listen. It's regrettable that we have lost close to 7 fighters in Bonge within 7 days. Last week. It's a pain that it's not, I cannot go out sometimes to blow. I told them, do not attend any meeting. The last conversation I had with Bear was only insisting that he want to make them to gather. He want them to gather. He want them to gather. I called one of the generals. I told him, please do not attend any meeting. Whether Bear is aware of that meeting or not, do not attend. I warned him. Ambazonians, you will not imagine that young man still attended that meeting with other soldiers, and coming back from that meeting, 3 of them was killed. 3 of them shot. But we never came out with it. It's our pain. And I called him later and I asked him, did I not tell you people not to attend any meeting? They have lost already 3 soldiers. Last week, this Monday, we lost another 3 again, 3 or 4. It means within 7 days we have lost close to 8. And I'm still nursing the pain internally. I don't know how I can describe them, come out mad things that I don't even know, and I'm not even aware of. We go through pain. So I want to take the responsibility. The death of Chacha and Manor is caused by the defense council, the defense chair for Bui. Are here fighting? Let them take ADF. Let them take ADF. Let them take ADF. He is there. On the ground is another story for him. They are brothers, let them stay together. They are brothers, let them stay together. Let me tell you, a leopard and a tiger cannot stay together. A leopard has they have their mark. Tiger is different. They are the same, but they cannot stay together. They cannot. Not because a lizard look like a crocodile, you say no, a lizard is a crocodile. No, one day. So that is where the problem is. We cannot be out there. We talk the ills, all the dangerous, the wicked thing that ADF have been doing. And then you on the ground, you are there saying that, no, you want to see that they should live in peace. You want to start the bottom to the top. I am calling on the National Self-Defense Council. I am calling on the Defense Department of the interim government to act. Because if you occupy a position and within how many months you lost 2 generals in the same condition, you don't deserve to occupy that seat. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. If he has been removed as self-defense, he has been removed as Joint Chief of Staff. He has merely, his position has merely changed now to Presidential Security Advisor. No. I don't think he even deserved that. He's supposed to resign. Step down. Let Bui come out with a self-defense council. Let Bui come out, because to the best of my knowledge, Bui has no self-defense council. It's a one-man show, just like how Bear was. I can say was because we have succeeded to at least separate. And let me tell you people something. That young man that you saw, there's a video of a young man in the bush that was from DDR. They were going to Kumba for a mission. They were going to Kumba for a mission. His friends are already in Kumba. And we had been waiting for these friends. The guys whom he is talking with, that they were going to Kumba, the soldiers of late General Divine, who were walking over their weapon to La Republique. And Bear is still communicating with these boys. And these boys are communicating with our generals in Bogue. It was 3 days ago that I occupy the defense chair from Bonge finally told me that after all my investigation, I now conclude that Bear is working with La Republique. He said, I now conclude that Bear is working with La Republique. Paul, let me tell you, I don't mix my word. I don't mix my word. When I get a story, when I'm investigating, I make sure I get it from credible source and I match one-on-one. That is why I am ashamed when we are crying the evils of ADF, all the crime, all the wickedness they do on the ground. Let me tell you people something. I largely want to believe that a game transpired before Efang was released. And when you hear Prince J say Efang was kept for 2 weeks, no, Efang was not kept nowhere for 2 weeks. Efang was not kept anywhere. Nobody touched Efang for 2 weeks. There was nothing like Efang was anywhere. No. 3 weeks before Efang. 3 weeks before Efang. I was in the Amba, there's a think tank group. And information came out that Efang is in Douala. So we just decided to lie low with that information. And 3 weeks later, we saw Efang. Efang came out. Said, okay, he was in Douala. So please, it's a shame. We know the defense chair for Bui is a one-man show. He communicates with all the boys. He's the one controlling them. But you cannot be controlling them. One is killing one every day. You cannot put the risks of another because of another group, because you want to bring peace. You want to harbor peace. Okay, now you are talking peace. They are betraying you every day. The same people you are claiming to put together in the name of peace, they are taking advantage of your peace to kill another. And you say you are talking which peace? A lizard, not because it's a reptile, works the same structure like a crocodile. You carry a lizard and say, crocodile, keep me this one. This is your colleague. No way. No way. So the level of silence, what is happening at the Defense Department, it will continue to happen if you sit quiet. If the defense, please don't hold anybody responsible for what is happening in Bui. Hold the Defense Department of the interim government responsible. I hold them responsible because they are not acting in time. It's like there is friendship in this issue. I don't have friend in this revolution. I want to tell you people something. Me, I don't have friend in this revolution. I am communicating with you now. If you do something that is not, I see it compromises the security, the life of our people. No, I come out and I tell the people. So please, let every Ambazonian who is listening to me hold the National Self-Defense Council responsible for whatever is happening. Don't hold any person. They are contributing, doing their own best to fight. But you cannot be giving money to somebody who on the ground is giving different orders. We cannot keep on turning on one spot every day. You ask money that you want to keep, you want to fight ADF, you want to shoot ADF, but at the end of the day, ADF is still there because behind you have another agenda. You are telling them that no, they are children of Bui. Children of Bui, one is killing one every day. It does not work like that. Ambazonians, it does not work like that. And the National Self-Defense Council, they are silent. They sit quiet. They are aware of what I am saying. And they don't want to take any action. Maybe because they think the chairman for the Defense Council has a lot at stake on the ground. He talks with the boys. He has their number. He does this. He does that. Is that are we building institution when we are afraid that if we put this person aside? No, it is not supposed to be like that. That is why you constitute the National Self-Defense Council for at least 2 persons, 2 or 3 persons. They take decision with these boys. So that tomorrow, if A does something that is not good, they put you aside and they replace another person. You don't make these boys look. Let me tell you, no Self-Defense Council chairman is supposed to have any personal relationship with these boys. No, you have working relationship with them. But see what is happening in the LGAs. See what is happening in the Defense Department. Most of them are creating personal relationship with these boys. So that at the end of the day, it is difficult now for you to separate them with these boys. When you separate them, they are behind. They continue to manipulate. And that is how Bear started. When Bear was working with the Ambazonians in China, they will give Bear, when they contribute, they will give Bear that money. Bear now will send and tell those children that it is his money, that he's the one support, he's the one financing them. So they know that Bear has everything. These are the things we are supposed to stop. If we are building institution, let the Defense Council of Bui. I am calling the chairman for the Defense Council of Bui to step down before another crime again, another one happens again. Before Bui Warrior lost another general again. But under normal circumstances, if you lost 2 generals within how many months, you are compelled to step down. You are compelled to resign. You are compelled because it is gross sign of incompetency at the level of the National Self-Defense Council. It shows their level of incompetency. I say this because we cannot be here every day raising money, doing this, and then on the ground we are crying every day. We cannot be crying every day. So sometimes they don't pay. So sometimes you need to even tell themselves, well, as the chairman of the National Self-Defense Council, this situation cannot, under my regime, it has happened once, it has happened twice, then I need to step down. Let us have this culture that when you fail at a particular point and you know that it is grossly by your own incompetence, you do what? You step aside. When it comes to security, because you cannot be petting these 2 people. You cannot pet ADF and then they are on social media. That is why you see, Vela Franklin must have enticed him the other day saying, no, there will be peace, there will be that, there will be that. And in the course of you talking peace and unity, they are infiltrating. So what happened to Manor? Infiltration from the ADF into the Bui warriors camp because of what? Because the chairman of the National Self-Defense Council thought he wants to make Bui to be peace and peace. National Self-Defense Council is aware of what I am saying. But they come out and they tell us the ADF have to leave Bui. But what is the chairman who is part of them? Who joins as the former Joint Chief of Staff? How is he managing his own? You are the Joint Chief of Staff. How do you manage your own? You have lost this. It has not been long that they were scammed at $8,000 or $10,000. The chairman has to resign. And then this one is happening again. And out of what? Because of infiltration. Because of infiltration. And the Defense Department is silent. When another one fall again, no. Let the Defense Department take their responsibility. I am an activist. Nobody pays me. I am an independent voice. I don't dig about the life of people. I go into institution and I find what is not right. Because it cannot happen like that. And we sit and every day we are making audio because Mami B has spoken, we reply. Mami Z has spoken, we reply. John has spoken, we reply. And our children are dying. Bui is going down every day. No. I had to take upon myself to go down, to lie low and to dig deep and to ask myself, but what is happening? Before you call me name that I'm working with this and that. That is what an activist is supposed to do. Something is not right somewhere. Focus and see how to fix it. It was not right in Bonga because Bear had taken over all those children. I had to go in there as an activist, fight, get information, and try to cut that umbilical cord. Activists are supposed to be doing. Not going about making audios like children from morning to evening. And our boys are dying. There is a click somewhere, and until this thing if something does not change at the helm of the Defense Council for Bui, if something does not change, today is the 6th. I don't know if it's already midnight, we are into 7, but bet me it will still repeat itself. And we'll keep on blaming ADF. Don't blame ADF. Blame who is keeping ADF in Bui. It's the same man who is supposed to take out ADF from Bui. He is the one keeping ADF in Bui. I say this without mixing word. So let the National Self-Defense Council do what is right. Let the Defense Department do what is right before we bury another general again. Before we bury another, this silence from them is conspicuous. This silence from the Defense Department after the death of Manor is not normal. It's not normal. Like I said before, he was informed before this man was killed. 2 days before Chacha was killed, he was informed that coming. This drama that we are playing, and it is the same drama that they played for Efang to disappear. It's the same drama. It's the same drama. And it is the same exposure that Manor got. Because of what? Because no, ADF is normal. Maybe you want to go and buy materials. After all, ADF, they operate on the ground. We see them normal. There are so many of us. People who claim that I work with Mark Barata, they have numbers of people that they communicate with every day. The Tabenyans, the whatsoever, Jomba Akoro, the Fontaines, they communicate with them every day. And they come and tell me you are talking with Mark Barata. How important is that? How does he have this revolution? As an activist, go out and look for information. Something is not right somewhere. Let us put our head and right the wrongs of Bui. If not so, Ambazonians, listen and listen to me carefully. The person who is responsible for what is happening in Bui is the chairman for the Defense Council of Bui. I said it without mixing my words. So don't go and attack. If anything that you have, I am here. I am ready. The Bui, we want to face me, let them face me. I have said they have been scammed. 10,000, I think $8,000 or $10,000 was scammed from a deal in Ground One about materials that have been taken from ADF, which was a orchestrated ADF plan, and that money was scammed from them like that. All these things you don't hear, they sit quiet. There are members there are people in the IG who contributed a huge sum of money in that project. Because IG could not release that project without any. They studied the interim government when that money, when the proposal came up, it did not sound, it did not go. So the interim government said, no, we cannot go into this deal. I don't think it's for our own good. So the Bui County people, they rushed into their forum, they raised their money, and the money was scammed, and they sat quiet. And the chairman had to do what? Step down. If I'm lying, you give me your official statement that I'm lying. Let's stop playing games with the life of people. This revolution is not a one-man affair. This revolution is not a one-man show. Ambazonians, it is not a one-man show. Let it not be a one. The worst part is the defense. If the defense becomes a one-man show, then what is the difference between National Self-Defense Council and the defunct ASC? When we had defense contractors like Foncha and Bonga and all the rest, who when they receive 1,000, they send down they send 1 franc and they tell them it is my money. The government has not given anything. It's my money. If we still and we are struggling every day, fighting, talking about institution, and we still have a one-man show, and people are dying, and we sit quiet, I don't think we are fair to ourselves. I don't think we are fair to our people. They don't pay anybody. They don't pay you. And if you think you are not competent, you have lost 2 generals within 7 or 8 months, please, I think it is very, very proper and normal for you to do what? To step behind and let somebody try. Rather than we blaming, JK took money that they are going to wipe out ADF. Yes, you contributed the money. But when the money was supposed to be spent, something else was blocking it. Another person in the house was blocking without even them knowing. So please, his approach, the interim government, the defense council, they are aware of this approach. They are aware. The Bui County know that while we are making noise on social media, behind they say, no, this one, now saw picking them, now Bui picking them. May they not kill them, say, may them be there so. For how long? For how long? Let the interim government, let the defense department take their responsibility. Let us not be cracking. Let me use that word, cracking. Let us not be cracking our head on social media. When the canker worm is inside the house. No. I will not get information like this. Let me tell you, what I am talking is from a trusted. I don't mention him. But that is why I challenge that if you hear, if anything that I am saying, come out with official. Let the interim government come out with an official document that no, but what you are saying is a lie. And then let them tell us why the Joint Chief of Staff has suddenly been changed, been replaced, has been that position has been scrapped now, and he has been assigned to another direction. This is what instead of changing position, instead you tell that person. Maybe because we are afraid that he has a lot of connection on the ground. Yes, he has a lot of connection because we want him to have a lot of connections. This is not a revolution. No, this revolution can never be a one-man show. We are talking about draft today. Everybody, when they say Mesam is drafting tomorrow, how many are coming in from other tribes? I've received invitation. You have received invitation. This man has received. It's a collective thing. Then when we come to a particular point existing in Bui, if the defense chief had said enough is enough after all the threats, from the ADF, but he still said no, let us play the subtle policy, let us play the calm down policy, there are Bui children, that is it. I'm repeating what he says. There are children from Bui. Let's just see how they can live in peace. And we are losing our people every day, and every day the Bui warriors are the ones to suffer. Because they easily play you. They easily play you. Fellow Ambazonians, my work is to dig and inform you people. This is an in-house thing, but I am coming out because I want to compel you to tell the National Self-Defense Council to act. Because if a leader has this sort of a failure, we don't know that if the successor of Manor will still fall into the same trap. Manor has been for how many months? Chacha died, I think, in December or whatsoever. Now Manor is dead. Are you putting another? How far are we sure Usobu will live for another time with the presence of ADF there? Because we still have one ADF camp there. So it's something that we need to talk. We need to come out. So stop attacking here and there. Leave Wata alone. Leave Prince J.K. alone. Let us face the real thing that is called the canker worm. The canker worm. It's not Wata. It's not Prince J.K. We work with him. But behind, we are working genuinely with him. But behind, I'm talking of the defense chief. But behind an agenda that we don't know. When we want to enforce something, he's the one who has the final say on the ground. He's the one who gives this boy the orders. So it means he can tell A, go this direction, and tell B, no, you pass this other way. But at the end of the day, they end up deceiving him. They end up deceiving him. The ADF, just like they deceived, they played a quack game over them in Nigeria, in Ground 1. They collected $8,000 or $10,000. And they sat quiet. Me and you never knew. We never knew that is what had happened in Ground 1. And the Bui people, because that money, they just sat quiet. No action. Their chairman had to step down. But what about the defense? Who was part of it? Please. I'm an activist. The day I fail in my duty as an activist to inform, then I have the right to retire, to stop. To stop. So I am appealing to Ambazonians, those who are of the interim government. Please, now it's time for us to act. Now it's time for us to compare. We have not told them to come out and tell us their strategy, defense strategy. But we are there to tell them that, please, if this person is in this position and things are not going well in that particular position, tell that person to step down. Because you cannot be aware of this gravity. And then you still keep that person because maybe... And I want to confess something to you people. That when I came out and I told the world that Bear was an enabler, some members of the National Self-Defense Council were angry with me. They were angry with me. How could you say a thing like that? How can you say a thing like that? Bear that we all know. I brought Bear to ABC because I wanted to bring him to know who he is. Because to know an enemy, sometimes you have to bring him in the house. And when I did my investigation, I came out with a practical conclusion. You and me, George, a practical conclusion. Bear told me on Saturday morning that Sam was killed by surprise. But on Friday night, he told the defense chief for Mbonge that Sam will be expecting attack from La Republique. Sam will be attacked by La Republique. You are going Gambe for understand say this. So he'd already said Sam Kipam. He had earlier told the former Mbonge chairman, call me. The former Mbonge chairman, if you want his number, I will give it to you. You will talk to him. The day I was making that presentation, he said he was supposed to call me, but he was afraid that maybe I was using my phone with that same number. He said, but I wanted to call and explain what Bear told me after Sam died. After Divine died. Because he knew it was Sam who killed Divine. And he told the then chairman from Mbonge, he told him that he is going to be a black leg that nobody will believe. Those were his words. The chairman is still alive. If you want to get this same word from the chairman, maybe on Tuesday, I will let the chairman will call, the former chairman will call, and you people will hear. He had promised himself that he himself, he will do what? He will be a black leg and he will destroy. And he has succeeded in killing Sam. And he has gone ahead to do what? Other fighters, I advise them, do not attend meetings. They attended. We lost 3. Another 3 again last week. So when I got these audios about people talking about trash about me, I was so annoyed because I was mourning. Not that all died and they talk for public. I was mourning. So when I got this thing, I said, these guys don't even know what we are facing on the ground. These guys don't even understand. You don't know what you are facing on the ground when you are talking with these fighters. And then you lost one out of stubbornness. You guys don't understand. So that is why I said, some of you, this fight is not on social media. This fight is not on social media. It's not audios that you make. All those audios that you make, it has a lifespan of 24 hours. It ends. Nobody thinks about it again. You make an audio today, it's 24 hours, it ends. Nobody thinks about, they don't even remember it again. So please, we have more important thing to do. It's how to group, to monitor the structures as an activist. Monitor the structures. Look what is not going right, what is not going left. What is not going right, what is not going left. Look at it. The Operation Last Battle that I initiated before election, the Operation Last Battle, we did a lot of work. Before, we're the only group that most of what you saw before election, most of what you saw was carried out by the last battle. No county. Let me tell you people, go back before election. Look at them. It was the Operation Last Battle. The Ghost Warriors. I was there. I monitored every activity. All. One by one. Because I wanted success. And all members in that forum, after the end of the day, they said, yes, we are happy. This thing went well. We have succeeded. The $100, the €100 that I chipped had done something. So it is not social media. That is why I tell you now, this war is not on social media. This war, if we have to monitor our institution, we has a lot of problems. But why is it that it is only always traitor? It's only traitor that is killing this. Why have we not heard that in Gokutunja? Why have we not heard that in Meme? We know in Meme they have their own small sins. Ekeku is there with his own trouble in Bonge, causing his own havoc there. Ekeku has become a liability than an asset to this struggle. Ekeku is not more fighting again for this struggle. He's fighting against the struggle. I have to make this one clear. These are the pains we go behind the scene. And you see some people just come out and make audios and they think that, look, let me tell you, I have integrity that I have built. I have integrity that I have built in this revolution. I am steadfast. Follow all my videos. Take my live shows from day one. I have never apologized that I gave a wrong information. No, I am steadfast. I talk consistently and I am very, very focused. I tell you, I am for the inter. Any other thing more than the inter, it does not interest me. I'm not even interested. When the story comes, if I go down, I dig, I investigate, I bring it to you people. I have brought out to you people today the problem of Bui. And until that problem is taken care of, let me tell you, I want to assure you people, raise 10 million, you will not move a day from Bui. Yeah. Raise 10 billion, you will not take a day from Bui. Because the person who is in the house is the one covering them. I've said it. The person who is in the house is the one covering them. I will not change my words. I will not. Today, tomorrow, after tomorrow, until I'm proven wrong. He's my friend. I talk with him. But when I'm investigating, I don't talk to anybody again. I don't talk to anybody. When I start my investigation, yeah, I don't talk to anybody. When I get my details, and it is very, I don't get information from any quarters. I get information from trusted, reliable. It's word to word. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. That is why you are seeing this. That is why you are seeing this. And that is why I always tell you people, I take my challenge. I put the challenge to you. If it is a lie that Bui has not lost that amount of money, that is why their chairman stepped down, please come out with a public statement. I'll take it. And then we start from there. If this is not caused by, if the main person behind this thing is not the chairman, then please, you should challenge me. Enough is enough. But I still assure you people that if something is not taken care of, the National Self-Defense Council, most of them, they think so much about themselves. They feel that they are in a forum that they are so secretive. No, you cannot touch this member. Look, let me tell you people something. This war is not a war of friendship. I've told you, anybody who has emotion, pack out. Anybody with emotion, pack out. This war has passed the level of emotion. People have died, plus 13,000. There is no emotion. I don't have me feeling again. No. I want to tell you people something. I'm a war contractor. I don't have me feeling for anything. I have lost everything. The only hope I have is the road to Boya that will make me sleep and sleep in peace. It's only in Boya. So I don't have me. If you think you are talking, I don't have conscience. When it comes to executing this war, I don't have conscience. I don't have emotion. That thing that you just hear somebody, you just feel that no, I don't. So many of you have not given orders. I give orders. So many of you don't give. I give orders. So I don't think twice. Let me tell you people something. I've sacrificed everything. I've given out everything. But this revolution is not about me. It's about we. Collectively putting our hands together to make Boya. That is why you hardly hear me say, there are so many things that I have done which I need to come and say, yes, I have done this. Yes, I'm the one doing this. I'm the one doing that. But you will never hear me. I have Kumba LGA that is in charge. Anything that happens in Kumba LGA is responsible. Anything that happens in Bonge LGA is responsible. Anything that happens in Konya LGA is responsible. Ends there. So if you are in this war, you still having feelings or emotion. No. You easily be derailed. That is why you are angry sometimes. Say, the Prince JK, the Pony Long, I need to respect, I need to do this, I need to do that. It's because you still have your emotions in this revolution. Because you are still moving and working with emotions. Put those things aside. Take the blood of baby Mata and wash on your head. Take the blood of the 13 children in Kabul, wash it on your head. Remove emotion and let us face fact. So I'm sending this message to the Defense Department and the National Self-Defense Council. If anything happens again in Bui, you people are responsible. And let me tell you, no amount of money that you will raise to fight ADF in Bui will ever work. It will not work. It will not, I'm repeating, it will not work until who is at the top is taken care of or takes his responsibility very, very well. Takes his responsibility as he is supposed to. Not as a son of Bui, but as a commander of Bui. Because if you take yourself as a son of Bui, you will never execute the war. But if you take yourself as a commander, you will execute the war. So, I'm sending this message back to the National Self-Defense Council. I'm sending this message to the Defense Department. Do the right thing. If somebody is not competent, let that person step down. They don't pay anybody. Except you are sitting there because you have some benefits, some extra benefits, some things that you benefit. Because in this war, some people will decide to stay somewhere because they know what is happening there. So please, share power. We form your self-defense council. Form your self-defense council. Let it not be a one-man show. And let us ride on. That's why I've decided not to call names. The National Self-Defense Council, the Defense Department, let them wake up from sleep. And even the presidency. Even the presidency should wake up from sleep. If not so, what happened to Chacha, happened to Manor, will happen to the successor of Manor. And if possible, Unsobu. A word to a wise is sufficient. A word to a wise is sufficient. I've spoken my own. If you want to hear, hear. If you don't want to hear, it's all left to you. Thank you, people. Spread the message. challenge the government to act before ADF act again in the name of trust and peace. ADF is a cancer. ADF is a cancer to Bui. It's a cancer that must be sliced off. Let them cut this word that I'm saying day everywhere. Because the chairman for the Defense Council has his own goodwill that they should live in peace. But you are taking advantage of his goodwill to continue to kill your own brothers. So it means you have become cancerous. ADF now is cancerous and must be cut off Bui. Must be cut off Bui. And if the chairman for the Defense Council for Bui does not adjust or does not step down, don't say I did not say. I got the information. I've given it out to you. Judge me. Thank you very much for being up late with me. We stand. Long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Please, if you get anything about me, audio that I'm talking with this, I'm talking with A, B, C, or Z, I'm committed to this struggle. I'm committed to the interim government. Yeah, I'm committed to this struggle. I'm committed to the interim government. That is why I get trusted information from quarters. Because they know I don't disrespect. I don't talk to people anyhow. This is the first audio that I made because somebody touched my integrity. And if you touch my integrity, I will tell you worse than what I addressed you. If anybody in this revolution touches my integrity or my commitment, I will tell you worse word. Say any other thing, I will not respond. But my integrity, don't touch it. Good night. God bless you. We talk on Tuesday.